lane. They change things up a bit frequently, definitely between you know, Korok and Snake King as far as what positions they're really playing here, but their stand-in
could be the stand-in factor. Maybe this guy just
he's
plays
like,
carry.
I'm all core, boy. I don't play support. I don't play off lane. I play core and core only, and you're gonna have to adapt to that. I mean, I don't know. You know, that could be it. But hey, it's going to be a change of pace for him. Korok back in that mid lane and repping as Zeus here. Going to be going toe-to-toe with Talera on the brew. What do you think about this kind of a matchup? This is something we do not see every day.
I mean, it's hard to say, like you said, because we never see this. But I would say Panda would have the upper hand. He's going to be able to use a lot of claps in this lane because he's just going to get magic stick charges. But we'll see how it goes. I think Zeus should still get, you know, plenty of farm in this lane.
Korok's a man who does like to pick up his snowball kind of heroes as well, and if he finds the opportunity to really open up, we could see him roam all over the place and really bring the heavy magic pain. And like I said, Root Gaming are going to have to go onto a BKB. Top, you see heavy zonage coming out from Fog on your Skywrath Mage, which is just what we come to expect. Now, before this game gets too deep and there's like too much harassment happening out, a lot of people have been, and I've been curious about this, I've only seen it one other time on Goblak's team, the Virtus for Polar. What would you think about Nyx making a return to the offlane when you know you're going to be going against something like a Skywrath Mage? Wouldn't you think he'd be reasonable there to go toe-to-toe with him? I mean, Nyx is just like gone now. No one plays him, and I feel like with the Carapace, the mana drain, and the ability to heavy burst and take down a Skywrath Mage later on, or am I just talking out my ass at this point?
I mean, you would think it was good, but Carapace has like too long of a cooldown, I think. And it doesn't stun for long enough. So you might block one arcane bolt, but then he's gonna hit you like 4 times and then bolt you again.
Alright, well, I'm just spitballing, throwing against the wall, seeing what sticks. I miss my Nyx,
I'm sure there's situations where Nyx is good. I mean, he just got kind of hit hard by the changing of metas, and also by, you know, just what's randomly outplaying, I think.
We're training about Talera is just going to take him with that stick and just really smack it home while Korok constantly steps back and spams out those chains as much as possible. But he does have that magic stick, so he already got 6 charges on it. Very nice. Meanwhile, up on the top, Tubby's really contesting this pole camp quite a bit, flying up and down the cliffs right now.
And he got his level 2.
He's trailblazing right now, and he's going to loop the corner. Knows how to, you know, adhere with that. Last game we saw the Bat Rider and questioning whether he was going to be able to move back to the jungle and get some stacks going. That looks like what Tubby's going to do right here. And they also already have a stack on the Ancient Camp as well. So the stacks are already coming up here for the side of Root Gaming for their teammates to fall back on. And, you know, for their late game, it's going to be interesting. Ink DotA on the Slark, more of that snowball kind of a hero. And going against a Morphling, you do favor the matchup as far as how he can steal the stats, but we can always see a Morphling. He does tend to open up and bring in some early farm, maybe a couple of pickoffs. He can quickly become out of control. So we'll have to see how it works out.
I don't know if I necessarily favor the Slark. I just think Slark can do well against Morphling. I mean, it just depends on the dynamic of the fights. Like, if Slark is allowed to hit the Morphling a bunch of times and steal stats, then I think it can be effective. Otherwise, I mean, Morph is still a ranged hero against a melee hero.
Yeah.
So it just depends how the fights go.
We'll see indeed, as it's way too sexy now playing this Earthshaker. Every time I see way too playing this Earthshaker, I can't help but think about that big play he made during TI4, where he snagged the Aegis and the kill with that big fissure slam right now. It was a pleasure to watch, and most of the people on Navi US are very, very versed in their Earthshaker play. I know Fog enjoys the hero, obviously way too, and of course Korok as well.
Likes it too.
Korok loves the hero. He loves playing it as a core.
Fans.
Yeah, they love it. And any chance they can get a hold of him or Snake King, or Sand King, they make it work.
Yep. Tide's getting a lot in the soft lane compared to the Bat Rider, I think. Yeah, Bat Rider is opted to just go in the jungle. He's scared of, I mean, he saw last game maybe. This Morphling plus Skywrath duo can just, I mean, they can just kill a Bat Rider by themselves. They don't even need the Earthshaker.
Yeah, more or less the same thing.
Oh, Snake King got a haste. He might get a solo kill.
And we'll see. He moves on over. Gets quickly disrupted, but Lycus is already plenty low. He turns the corner.
He can't chase
he almost
that.
fakes out with the anchor smash right there, but he does not want to pursue and opts to step back. He sees that the mid lane had pulled off. I'm sure that was communicated through Korok.
Yeah.
And he will not do snaking things and move in too far and fast. But just as I say that, he sees the return of Talera. He's still dancing back and forth right now. And yet to get a first blood snag right now.
Oh, they're going on him too.
Oh boy, they want him. Oh, can they get the
they're
long
not
ball?
gonna
They
get
can't. Oh, it tastes so good. Your boy JC can't quite get off the concussive shot, unfortunately. Not concussive shot, the unstable concoction.
All right, and then let's look at the CS. How's everyone doing? Looks like Morphling's ahead of everyone. 31.
He might even be a Morphling player. I mean, we don't know this gentleman, but comes in, he's like, I need to be the core.
Someone told me it's Pat Soul.
Pat
but I don't
Soul.
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
of, what, Top 5 formerly?
Yeah.
Nice. Pat Soul, man, he was the man behind Top 5 for quite a while, and then Top 5 changed their name to Void Boys, I believe. And they made a run through the
have no
qualifier here in the
idea.
Summit 2, and they did fall short, unfortunately. Oh, I saw the back end of that one. Korok with the Heaven Thunder. Slashes down the bear and takes him apart before he can even get off the primal split. That was quick work coming out. Him and the assistance of Way 2 with the fissure locks him in his place.
You know, he might have even died without the fissure.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm just saying, he might have even died just to the ult and the Thunderbolt that came
That's
out.
the burst, baby. Don't underestimate the power of Zeus.
Yeah, Panda just sticking around a little too long. You gotta be really careful when you play against Zeus. I think people just aren't used to playing against this hero.
Yeah.
And they're surprised by just how much damage it does. Like, it's 350 plus 225, and then the 2 passive procs. So, I mean, it does a lot of damage.
He is blitzing forward for Lightning Bolt. I mean, I'm not big burst on my Zeus play, but he's doing the 1-4-1 and 1.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. Yep.
Big damage right there with that Lightning Bolt. 350.
Now, there are like 2 schools of thought on what you max second. Some people max Arc Lightning, some people max Static Field. Static Field definitely does more damage to heroes.
Boom! See ya, Bat!
Wow.
It's quick as lightning when Korok gets another kill.
Yeah, this Earthshaker's just sitting mid and fissuring people so Korok can kill them.
Jesus Christ.
This Zeus is becoming a problem already.
He already brought
Wow.
Brew down to half-life as well.
Yeah, he had a regen rune. It's the best rune you can get on this hero.
Hell yeah.
It's so good.
He's just zapping it home right now, and he's making Root Gaming. Man, oh! Ow! Valera's not happy with this now. Now he can't even get in the lane. He's getting completely zoned back from Korok, who has the benefit of now a full mana pool to work with. It
Yeah,
is
he went a
becoming
Soul
quite
Ring.
troublesome.
I think Merlini is like a big proponent of this Soul Ring on Zeus. I don't think many other players get this. Most players get Mana Boots and Bottle. But, you know, I can see the added bonus of getting a Soul Ring. I think it allows you to always have a nuke, and I think that's why Merlini likes the item. Because, you know, there's a lot of times when you just have no mana, but if you have a Soul Ring, you're always going to have a Lightning Bolt. I don't know if it gives you enough for Lightning Bolt. Yeah, it's just for Lightning Bolt, but...
Tubby the Fat in the meantime, he's having a nice little barbecue down here, ripping apart what look like 3 stacks of neutral camps to work with, and then he moves over, stupid mud golems, and has to pass over them and go on through to the next camp, which is also stacked up. So he's trying to get hold of that Blink Dagger rather quickly, because they're going to need to turn this game around a little bit. It's getting a little too hot and heavy too early right now. A lot of contention up here at the top as they all scout out and see it's going to be a bounty rune, which Korok will pick up for himself. But
I don't think anyone wants to farm this mid lane anymore.
Yeah.
He's dead, I think.
Oh, he's down. That silence allows him to not get off the split. And a nice quick work as Talera falls once more in that mid lane. It doesn't take a whole lot. I can barely get my camera there in time. That's how quick they burst him down. It's absolutely out of control. I'm just trying to make an excuse for being late.
They have such long range to do this burst damage.
And we were.
I mean, Lightning Bolt has 750 plus 325, so that's over 1,000 range. You know, Fissure has 1,400 range. The Zeus ult is global. They can use 3 of these nukes from over 1,000 range. What can they really do? They really need this Bat Rider Blink so that they can go on the Zeus.
Man, oh man. So Snake King has a reasonable amount of farm considering what he's been stuck up against. 24 no, 1k gold. Looks like he's just going to hold it. He's not going to get the early arcanes or power treads like we've seen before. It's just going to be going right for that Blink Dagger.
For the bottle, so...
Yeah. No arcanes necessito, as he'll just
more sustain.
Get a hold of that. Ink DotA is probably the one who's been doing some promising work for his team, just kind of farming on this Slark. You know, he's at 60 and 21. Great farm for him. He's got his power treads, Aquila, 800 gold. Actually going to look to, I don't know, go early drums or something. Maybe a Shadow Blade. We've seen plenty of that already. And going to try to pick off some kills. But we were expecting this Alchemist to be able to roam about and get some kills in. You know, he's still nursing that smoke from the beginning of the game, and they just can't find an opportunity to open up. And here we go. This is going to be the opportunity for them to blaze it up right now with the purple stuff, and hopefully find an opportunity to really open up, as Talera is struggling in this mid lane. Was hoping to be able to have a Blink Dagger by now as he's pushing on forward towards it, and they're going to bait him. And it might be a successful bait, but can they get there in time to help him out? And he already eats half life.
He just loses half his life to a bolt, an arc lightning, and a fissure.
Oh, they get spotted.
Radiant's
Fog's
middle
moving
tower
in.
is under attack.
Sees Shadow Demon
Dire's
and
bottom
continues to
tower
zone
is
them
under
back
attack.
with that arcane bolt. And they just don't have an answer for this Zeus in the mid lane right
Radiant's
now.
top
And
tower
he just
is
continues
under
to bring in
attack.
the farm. He's got 2,200 gold. So what do we do with this investment now?
On who? On, sorry.
Blink Dagger, that's what it is. Oh boy.
Alright, on Zeus, okay.
On yeah, he's got, now he can just jump in
Oh, he has
when they
the
think
blink.
they're running away and get an extra little slam jam of the Thunder Strike. And
This is really scary.
yeah.
Oh, Blink completed on Bat Raider
Yeah.
too.
He can't afford to smoke though.
They need to make a play with this Blink.
They're going to make a play. They're going to try to do it on top. Because while all their attention has been on this Korok Zeus mid lane, their stand-in has been bringing in some really nice farm Morphling. He's at the top near 80 and 39 denies. Who goes for so many denies?
Oh, no.
Whoa, whoa, what? Korok is making my life so hard with the camera right now. Okay, he's persistent. He's moving on through, and here comes Tubby. He wants that bounty.
No, I think he's dead.
Oh, there's no pipe to jump
It
down,
is
Mario.
very
You're not going to get away over here. And he quickly gets grabbed up and, well, unfortunately, he gets a little too excited about moving on through the enemy side, and that's a killing spree bounty that he will quickly snag up.
They were set up for that, and then he didn't disrupt him. They were set up. They had Shadow Demon sitting in the trees. They were trying to bait all the spells on Panda, and then he just didn't cast disruption. So, a bit
Whoops.
unfortunate for...
Unfortunate, you say that so strong,
the
like you're
Shadow
reserving the inner
Demons.
flame. Real unfortunate that this Shadow Demon just happened to forget to disrupt the mid lane. Maybe he slipped. I don't know.
You know what I think happened? He heard the sound of the ults, and I think Korok canceled it once, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, and then so he just didn't cast disruption because he thought that he wasn't gonna ult. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh! Uh-oh! Talera!
Oh my!
Oh, they secure it with the slam right there and get it done. And it will be your boy JC who does manage to come in and get a hold of that Invis rune. But they're not going to follow it up with anything just yet. You see Tubby go into flight mode, but can't get a hold of anyone. But there's your blink on through. Korok making a move. It quickly dismantles your Shadow Demon. Sees the big stack right there. And that's the double back. Snake King was in on the action as well, but didn't even have to use a Ravage whatsoever. But maybe him and Morphling here on the bottom lane could make something happen. What is he doing?
What?
Korok is making me so nervous.
Why did he ult?
I don't
Was there
know.
something I didn't know about?
Maybe they're seeing where Ink DotA went to. I mean, he's
I see.
nearby farming up, but that extra bit of knowledge, you know, you gotta remember,
My
Zeus
God.
all benefits from all those side perks, you know, dropping down and getting vision of any sort of wards
Zeus
nearby.
is so irritating to play against.
Yeah.
This hero has sort of had like a resurgence in pubs. I think, I don't know why exactly, but this hero is actually so obnoxious to play against. He does so much damage. I mean, his main weakness is that he's immobile.
Oh man. Uh-oh, Shadow Demon Lycus.
And kinda squishy.
Lycus, don't move forward again. You will be done for. He gets too overconfident in this lane, even with help nearby.
No.
By Alchemist, it won't save you from the quick burst, but they're going to use a smoke, and they're on the hunt right now. The Bloodhounds are out, and they want to see if they can hold anyone. It might be Talera, and he's got a silence waiting for him. Jump in, Fissure, doesn't take a whole lot extra.
Bottom tower
And
is
Talera
under
goes
attack.
down just like that.
I mean, these long-range nukes, and then they have the silence on top, which
Bottom
amplifies the
tower
magic
has
damage.
fallen.
It's rough.
Looking rough for Root. They do manage to take that
Navi
tier 1 on the
just-
bottom finally, but Ink DotA has not been
Yeah.
a presence for his team, but now he will be. He sees Snaking there, but Snaking quickly TP's out, and he will finish off those derpy little mud golems for him.
Yeah.
But regardless, hasn't really been a factor yet. He's hoping to build up the farm so that he can start to bring some kills back in their favor. I mean, Tubby the Fat has his Blink Dagger, but has yet to really get a lot going. He used it on Korok, but that was more Korok just getting a little too deep than him finding
Yeah.
the pick-off play. So they desperately need a turnaround for the side of Root Gaming.
Yeah, and this Morphling is starting to get a little out of control. I mean, we
Yeah.
saw what Morphling can do last game when he gets farmed. He can just split the map and you can't do anything about it. And they almost have the exact same
Radiant's
problem
middle tower is under attack.
that Gurg Squad had last game. They have
Yeah.
no silences and no natural hex heroes.
It's going to be rough.
Radiant's middle tower is
Korok's
under
doing a great
attack.
job putting all the attention on him, but here we go. There's your first official jump-in lasso play. Followed up with the Thunder Slam, or the
Are they
Thunder
going
Clap,
to be able
rather.
to kill him?
They want to get a hold of Morphling. He's buffing on up right now. Can they burst him down? Oh, wait for him. Last second. Korok's here now. Brings down the nukes from above. But
Oh
it
my.
is I Love Licky, I don't know why I try to say his name. Morphling does make his escape out. They can't get a hold of him, so that for nothing. Oh, Tubby the Fat does make it out. Ravage follow-up. Can they get a hold of the precious Slark here? They can. A quick zap from Korok seals it, and finally, your first casualty of this long engagement top. Can we get another? Korok wants it. He gets a little excited, leaps on past. Where's my team? And he gets blasted down trying to move on through because everyone else
Team has no life.
Yeah, 2 wounded.
Well, and Way Too Sexy has 1,500 gold and arcane boots on this support Earthshaker.
He has been just
He's huge.
going to town here on the bottom lane. So they didn't even have a whole lot to work with there at the top, and Navi US still make it work as they get a hold of the Slark and only lose Korok.
So the question has been answered. It does hit Slark when he's ulted.
There you go.
So I guess it's like an.
Dire's top
I guess
tower
that makes
is under
sense.
attack.
I don't know. I just thought it might be like if you don't get revealed,
I didn't
then
know.
it doesn't hit you.
I'm not afraid to admit it. Oh, quick disruption. Can he get away? He does. It looks like Way 2 did not have the mana for a fissure. He didn't. He was about 40 mana short from that. Ink DotA moves on in with that Shadow Blade, wants to make a go here. And Snaking's trying to slow him down with an Anchor Smash, but that's not going to do any good. And Ink DotA maybe considers making also go on Snaking, but if he hangs around too long, Korok's going to show up just like that. He's going to try to get a hold of him. He needs more time to get more spells off, but now Talera jumps in, and he's going to make a go on Korok. And Korok tries to catch him with the Thunderbolt, but he's not. Here comes Fog, though. There's the ult slam, and Fog helps him finish off Ink DotA. And now they might consider making a move on Talera. Nice follow-up from Fog with the Mystic Flare. And Korok managed to live through the onslaught of return from Talera. And that's your 2 big cores right now on Root Gaming who get taken down in exchange for Snake King as well as Way 2.
Well, great play by Korok. You know, he stayed cool, calm, and collected, and was just able to just burst the panda. I mean, they ancient sealed him, and then he just instantly died. It's crazy.
Not looking like a BKB is going to be online for any of Root Gaming.
Yeah.
Anytime soon.
Wow, this panda's 1-6. It's rare to see a panda struggling this much in the early game. This hero is like known for snowballing and having strong early
Being
games.
hard to take down with the primal split, but there's the benefit of having a Skywrath on your team, and I guess all that additional heavy burst. Ink DotA TP's in. Shadow Blade's forward. They're going to see Morphling here. Can they take him down with just Slark and the Alchemist?
They can't kill him.
Yeah, he's going to quickly start morphing up the strength. The wave forms away. There's nothing you can do about that. Stay away from me. I am like water through your hand. No problem.
Yep. Oh, and Narvi's all top.
Oh boy, here we go. Now the counterplay to come in. Tubby the Fat's waiting in the wings.
Baiting.
Same with JC.
Baiting the vet right there.
Oh, blink forward. Anchor smash. Ravage follow-up. Alchemist down just like that. And, well, they can't also get a hold of, unfortunately, the Slark. So they commit a lot in the top lane just to take down the position 4 Alchemist. But they might just use this extra bit of momentum to push on in and get a hold of a tier 1 tower.
It's probably fine. It was just the Ravage. They almost have Blink on this Earthshaker too. And they should be able to get this tower pretty easily.
Ooh, jumping in is Tubby. Catches Morph on the way out and pulls him all the way back with the benefit of that Force Staff. But like Morph does, suddenly he's Houdini. And he's in the mid lane. David Copperfield, also known as Morphling, makes an appearance here in the mid and continues farming as if nothing ever happened.
I mean, on the plus side for Root, they were able to get the deny, and they only lost the support for Ravage, so not too bad in the end for them. Of course, I don't know. They're just getting... Once this Earthshaker gets a blink, they're going to have 3 blink daggers. It's going to be really scary. I don't know how they kill anybody. I mean, they're going to bat lasso someone, but the counter engage from Narvi is just going to be so scary.
Yeah. Got your Ravage there, your long nuke damage that can come out from Way 2's Fissure, and now he has a Blink Dagger. Ooh, gets more and more scary here for Root Gaming.
Too.
Hey, you know, just based on recent history, Root Gaming, one of those teams, you always like, oh, how are they going to come back from this one? And somehow something happens, and they get right back into it. So this is a team I've come to not really count out of the game. But just as I say that, Talera, wow, that was ugly. He is just done for, and your Brewmaster is now 1-7.
Yep. That was the Blink, newly purchased Blink Dagger being shown off by Way 2.
Oh my goodness, Tidius, we are going to need a timeout call in the field, as it looks like your boy JC is continuing to have a bit of lag issues. So we'll wait a moment. for him to make his return. But man, 4 to 12. Switching over to the net worth, no surprises. You can see Morphling right up there at the top, 9.1k for him, and Korok is right behind him, 8.2 on this Zeus. He got that Blink Dagger, and he also went with the Veil. Ooh. So as if he wasn't bringing enough pain, that magic little hat is going to make things all the better. Looking at the net worth, well in their favor, near 5k. XP, identical. Everything is coming up in RV.
It's 7,500.
Huh?
7,500 net worth.
All right, dude. Take it easy.
What's actually
I'm just looking at the
7K
numbers
to
on
be
the right,
exact.
making a cool guesstimate right there. That's
All right, come on.
all right. I don't look down here,
Do we
math.
need to go back to school and learn how to read graphs?
That's like geometry, right? And the slope.
Geometry. Yep. That's
Sure,
it.
man.
Geometry.
Yeah, I'm a failure. I don't really
All right,
know.
I'll stop making fun of you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Flames for life, they also call him, F4L. Anyways, bottom lane, it's going to be Morph. Has the benefit of his replicant nearby, but he's, for now, just lingering about this Ink DotA, maybe taunting him in a bit and seeing if maybe some teammates rotate on through. They could make the pounce, but both teams back to their separation of farm, waiting out for some of these cooldowns to be off, and then they'll be able to make another play right here. Even Fog has to wait another 15 seconds for his Mystic Flare to be up and available. Wave 2 has already expended his Echo Slam, taking down Tolera once more, and Tolera, who had been
He's a level 2
struggling.
Mystic player, too. He's level 11.
He's been all over the place as far as being a part of the action. There's only 2 assists, but I feel like he has been involved in a lot. I mean, he has 4
They
kills, though.
just glyphed.
Radiant's middle tower
Who
is
did?
under attack.
Root? Mid?
Radiant. Yeah, they must have misclicked. Because nothing was even hitting the
They don't want
buildings.
the ticket. Well, he just
Don't
thunderstrikes
want
up
the
there and
ticket.
takes down the ward very easily, like
They
Zeus
just
does.
put $2 a change when they were only going to be
Neat.
there 10 minutes. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Navi saw it or not, but if they did, they
I'm
might just
sure-
add
they
extra
probably
pressure
did.
here. And oh boy,
Oh,
got a couple
boy.
of DCs here, or no, 1 DC at least. It's going to be Korok, who we're going to have a bit of a disconnect,
Disconnection
unfortunately.
DotA. Yeah, the new auto pause is really nice though.
Is that what's happening? It's like,
Yeah, it's auto pause.
oh,
Like the game in.
oh,
I
that's
don't know
why
if
it
it has
pauses
to
at
be-
the end.
I
That
think
makes
it's-
more sense.
Yeah.
People
'Cause
GG and just DC
someone's
out.
GGing and DCing. Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right,
Yeah,
all
that's why it
right.
keeps pausing.
Okay, that makes more sense. I haven't really gotten to experience it firsthand. My games seem to go more swimmingly. I mean, everybody may throw out the
No,
cuddle
it's really
curse.
nice.
Cuddle
'cause
curse is there, but I don't experience a whole lot of DCs personally when I play. So
it's really nice because sometimes you don't notice your ally disconnecting. Like if you're in a team fight and they disconnect, sometimes you don't notice until after the team fight's over, and then you're like, oh my god, we just lost the team fight because your ally disconnected or something. So it's really nice that it just auto pauses now.
yeah, everyone like is playing casually. A pause pops up, and everyone just like looks up to the top of the screen to see who's not there anymore, and they just casually wait it out. I'm a little disappointed with Fog. I gotta tell you what. He's got a nice set here on his Skywrath Mage, but he doesn't have the autograph staff. And I thought he was my boy. He'd have my autograph, but I guess we're not friends. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Anyways, trucking on through. Looks like we're going to be ready to go. We got to reconnect here. Korok is back in the action, and we're going to be able to take off right from where we left, courtesy of Valve's new autopause system right there. And hopefully we're back and underway. It's still Root Gaming here as they're trying to bounce back from a really struggling early game. It was Korok putting on a clinic in this mid lane. Tolera's really yet to bounce back. He does have his Blink Dagger now, but really that's about it. And about 21 minutes in, you were hoping to at least have a Vlad's underway or the early makings of an Agnum's, whatever your flavor may be. And so he's got a quota that's way off the mark for now.
And it looks like we're going to see a BKB on the Slurk pretty soon. He's got an Ogre Club and 1600 gold. Definitely needed this game with the amount of magical bursts that's
Of all
coming
the
out.
games, a BKB has got to be essential here. And he makes a jump here, and he's going head-to-head with Morphling, but that's not a fight you're going to win.
Oh my.
I mean, Fog's there to help out, but, you know, Morphling was just kind of like, oh, you want to go, boy? And just kind of laid it in. And
He got a little baited there.
yeah. Fog, man, he's all over the place, flying around with that extra bit of move speed here on Skywrath Mage. Not happy about that staff, but he's getting it done.
Do you like the Imperium? Or whatever it's called?
The what?
The staff. You said you're not happy about the staff.
Yeah, I mean, there's an
Radiant's
autograph staff
bottom
you can get,
tower
you know,
is
you
under
could have
attack.
gotten that, you know, we all had out there.
Radiant's
I
bottom
just thought he would
tower
rep
has
one. I'm
fallen.
repping an autograph of his in one of my sets. I just thought he would, you know, be a bro. But whatever. Moves on through. Puts out a very aggressive obs ward behind the tower for now. Getting all that extra bit of intel as JC will be spotted by that. And they're going to put it to use as they Fissure, Mystic Flare. They're not even like in proper like screen vision to get all that damage already off. And this is going to force out 2 TPs. And Korok scouts him out, trying to bring in the pain from also a distance out. And ultimately, they still can't get a hold of him. But meanwhile, Thundercloud does take down your Snake King. But we'll keep action here as you see Korok quickly cleans out and takes down Alchemist the rest of the way through. But ultimately, the sweep on in from Talera allows them to clean out another 2 as Earthshaker and Fogged on the Skywrath Mage both go down. So the first promising real fight there for Root Gaming in this game thus far as they get action all over the map.
Yeah, the Batrider was able to find Tide near the rune, and he just put him on the cliff, and he just slowly died to Firefly.
Nice grab right there.
Unfortunate for Tide.
Oh, and DotA is thinking about making another go on Morphling, but once again, he's proven to get the lower hand. But maybe now Morphling might get baited in, but nope. Slipper like water. He just quickly jumps back to that replicate he made. Goes up to the top.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is Morphling close to any items? It looks like he went for the Yasha. Probably gonna transition into Manta, and then Scotty, I would imagine. It's about the same build as last game, except Evo went for Scotty first and then into Manta. But
oh!
Looks like people aren't opting for the Ethereal Blade. Probably due to the nerfs. You know, it has the cast time now.
Yeah, it's projectile.
It's really not as good. And it's actually really awkward to use on Morphling, because you want to waveform and then cast both like instantly.
Yeah.
But you can't do that anymore, or you're gonna miss damage. So it's a bit awkward to use on Morphling now. I know it was targeted at Tinker, but it like inadvertently nerfed Morphling a bit. But
looks like Korok, currently using his Veil to clean out these creeps as he's scouted on forward, is going to move forward into an Aghanim Scepter here. He's got the point booster and 2k gold, so he's only missing 1k left. And meanwhile, you're going to see Tubby the Fat just get obliterated right there as your Morphling goes up to the high ground. And with the Mystic Flare follow-up, jump and slam coming out! And it's going to be way too sexy, who brings down the big Echo and gets it done, but he also needs to clap himself on the way out and a little bit of extra poison, but Morphling moves on through. They want Lycus. Self-disruption holds him in the meantime, but here comes DotA looking to sweep on in, but he gets a hold of the wrong Shadow Demon illusion, unfortunately. And now eats a Fissure, and Snake King, thinking he might be able to stay and fight, pulls out the Anchor Smash and gets 4-staff forward from his buddy there, Fog, but ultimately will go down. So it's going to be a 3-for-1, but nope, DotA immediately falls to Morphling as he's just muscling out all that big farm. And only Talera here to survive. Oh, can't even get to deny. It is Morphling who picks it up on that one. And it just continues to get more and more rough for Root Gaming right now, when it looked like they have an opportunity to open on up. Navi US who just kind of clean house. They didn't really even have Korok there for that.
And you can see how hard it is to play against these heroes. They have so many blinks, they have silences, long-range stuns, long-range nukes, global nukes. I mean, it is just so hard to play in this game for Root right now.
Bad is on the hunt. He wants Zeus. He feels the lightning coming. He jumps on in. Flame Break will bounce him back. Can he get a hold of him? No, he cannot. He immediately gets silenced up and blown the hell up, just like that. What were you
just
thinking?
Look at that damage with Ancient Seal on.
Man, oh man.
He just dies to 2 nukes.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you put that all together, Ancient Seal, Veil, and anything that Korok can dish out, and everyone's going to look as flimsy as paper.
He's got the Scepter now.
Who has a Scepter? Oh yeah, Axe Scepter now complete.
Zeus.
Yeah.
On Zeus. That's 540 global damage.
Boom. That's scary. Now he has a little bit extra life. It's not going to be some sort of weak little Zeus you could take apart. He has more life than most.
Yep.
And Morphling's now going to unload here on your Roche. And it should be an easy, uncontested takedown here.
Yeah, there's nothing Root can do about this. I'm starting to wonder what they can do. They really need to find picks with this Batrider, and as I say that, he smokes and TPs himself to the top lane. Looks like they're going to try to find a pick and get a tower. Probably the right call in this situation.
Desperately trying to trade. A Replicate's already up here. It's only got 10 seconds left.
I'm wondering if Navi are even going to contest this. I think they just let this... Oh. No, looks like they're going to fight this.
Uh-oh, here comes Morphling. He wants Tubby. Tubby's forced to pull out the 4-staff to get away from the Morphling. Oh, here comes Korok DD. Can he... Oh, Ooh, this is going to be scary if he can get a hold of someone here.
Tubby used lasso on the Lincolns.
Oh, bummer.
That sucks. A bit of a misplay. The Morph has had Lincolns for so long by now that you have to know that it's up.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
he does have the Force Staff, but he had to use it to get away. So he didn't have it available to take off that Lincolns and just kind of, I don't know, maybe he hoped that the Lincolns wasn't going to be there or something, or he probably just forgot. So fortunately the lasso is going to go to nothing. And meanwhile, they'll just continue to push down here from the north on this top lane. Way2 is waiting in the wings. He wants to jump in.
But they have a
Bring a
gem on
slam.
Skywrath. They have a gem on Skywrath, so they're gonna probably just walk around the map and try to de-ward everything.
If it wasn't easy enough having a Zeus on your team, now they'll definitely take back all map control.
Well, they also want it for the Slark.
Yes.
The Shadow Blade
Slark. And Fog's been around in all these skirmishes, so they'll be able to put it to good use if he is going to be the one to hold it. But they're split pushing for now. They have 2 still committed on the top. Maybe to see if they go on a jump onto Morphling here. Way2 is going to be right behind.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Wait.
Wait.
He replicated to
I
it
guess-
while it
I was
getting
just looking at him
lassoed?
top, and now he's bottom. This guy's a magician.
No, no, no.
telling you.
They replicated. Was he getting ganked or something? Because
No, well,
they
I mean,
lassoed
they saw
the
your boy JC
Earthshaker.
briefly, but
Okay. They lassoed the Earthshaker replicate, and then he replicated to it. I was kind of, I don't know what he was
Awkward?
doing exactly. Yeah, it was awkward.
it's Solera now. Oh, boom!
Where did he
Marlini's
die?
here. He got to witness the Zeus action right there. And it
Oh,
was
man.
not too pretty, but meanwhile, they also get another fantastic
Did he just get
takedown.
a solo kill? That was a solo
Korok?
kill, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was like, he was attacking him from the high ground, sees
Oh
him,
man.
throws out the veil, slams down the R button, didn't take much more than that, so...
Yeah, you know the game
Radiant's
is rough
bottom
when
tower
you're.
is under
I
attack.
mean, the Brewmaster has what, like 1700 life,
Radiant structures
and
are
he's just getting
fortified.
solo killed by Zeus. I mean, that should really never happen. You should never die to a solo Zeus.
So with that said, it looks like,
Radiant's
and with no
bottom tower
surprises, that
is
Morphling and Zeus both #1 and #2 on the net worth as they continue to add pressure here on the bottom. Morph constantly putting good use of that replicate. So this stand-in, man, he knows how to morph, and he knows how to morph damn well as they're securing not only a strong early game, the
And he
mid
has a
games look
butterfly.
great, and the late game looks promising as well.
And he went for a butterfly. No manta yet. Probably gonna be his next item. I thought he was just gonna go with the
Radiant's
standard
middle
like
tower
Manta
is
Scotty.
under attack.
Instead he opts for the butterfly. It'll give him a bit more damage with the adaptive strike, and of course the evasion and the agility is always nice in Morphling.
Well, it's been quite a struggle thus far for Root Gaming.
I mean, I think it's just gonna be a slow death at this point. I mean, they're gonna try to get BKBs on all their heroes.
Oh, let's see if we can get something going. They go and bring in Way2, but this might set him up for a good echo. Well, you actually already used that. I didn't even notice before. But anyways, doesn't matter. They take down Tempest like it's nothing. Ravage follow-up. See you later, Shadow Demon. And now the Primal Split will be able to come out here, but it's still going to take a lot to crack this Navi US
And
squad when
Morphling
they're
can
already so
just
far
kill
ahead.
these endless.
Boy. And there's still action continues on the backhand side as they make their way out. Mystic Flare follow-up. They want Ink Dota. Ink
Gems
Dota.
on the ground.
Gem down.
Tide gets it.
Tide picks it up. Valera still flirting in. Now they want Alchemist.
Wow.
Alchemist quickly gets taken down. Dominating now for the Morphling, getting that adaptive strike.
Yeah. And I mean, at this point, how do you fight into this? You need BKBs on all of your core heroes. The Panda's
Radiant's
not
middle
really that
tower is under
close.
attack.
Bat Rider is not really that close either. I mean, I just don't think
Radiant's
there's no
middle tower
there's
has
no real
fallen.
comeback here for them with these heroes.
For the
Slark's
team
not
that
really a
likes to
hero.
come back, it's
Yeah.
looking like this will be the hardest one to come back from. But defensive disruption only delays the inevitable, it looks like, for Shadow Demon. But there we go, taking advantage of being inside the base. Tubby the Fat pulls Snake King all the way back in, but he gets force staffed himself all the way to the low ground. Your Aegis is going to be quickly reclaimed right there. Ink Dota is still on the hunt. Same with Tubby the Fat. They want to finish what they started. They want a piece of that watermelon.
I wonder if
They're
he's
on
in
hot pursuit.
I think he's fine.
Yeah,
His
he's not
team's
going to get
coming,
out. He's right near
so-
his allies. It's just a little
Radiant's
too
middle
far.
tower is under attack.
It's luck, man, and it gets worse. Look at the
Yep.
net worth lead right now for Navi US. Big advantage for them. It's a matter of time before they want to just go to the base.
When you're at this kind of deficit, you really need those big AoE teamfight ultimates, and they're sort of lacking in that department. I mean, they sort of almost have to hope at this
Radiant's
point
top tower is
that
under
unstable
attack.
concoction somehow stuns like 3 heroes, and that they dive their base or something, because really there's no real. It looks like they're gonna try to make a go on this Morphling, but I don't see how they ever kill him.
Quickly
He just
gone.
quickly replicates out.
And suddenly he's mid lane.
Yep.
So, everyone they even try to get a hold of, it's proven to be too much trouble.
Dire's bottom tower
As
is
long
under
as
attack.
Navi US don't really let this one go, it's pretty much
I mean-
only their game to lose.
I think the main issue is no matter who they kill, there's so much damage coming from the other heroes. Like let's say wow, and the Zeus just picks up a refresher orb.
Oh man. I mean, that's a guaranteed kill on Shadow Demon.
Shadow Demon
Each and every
actually just
time.
dies to double ults from 100. That's scary.
Ow!
There
Ow!
it goes.
Boom! There it is.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Not so fun to play against.
Yeah, this is a free kill on Shadow Demon. Any chance that he has, both available. He was just itchy to use it. It wasn't even like a fight really broke out. He was just like, hey, I got some new toys and I
Yeah.
want to make use.
So what I was saying earlier, they have so much damage on all their heroes that the only foreseeable way that I think they could win a fight is if they caught the Morphling and somehow lassoed him and dragged him into the team and then bursted him. But the problem is, it's like last game. They have no Hex and no Silence. So killing a Morphling during the time of lasso is just unreasonable. And if they kill any of these, if they lasso any of these other heroes, I don't think it matters. Because their team's just going to follow up and everyone just has so much damage and so much
Yep.
to offer in these fights.
It's going to take a whole team effort just to try to burst down the Morphling, but that forces their team to be together for an Earthshaker and a Ravage to jump in and just kind of go to town and follow that up with the Zeus ult, double ult now. I don't know, man.
And I think they're going to make... Looks like they're all gathered mid. Maybe they're going to smoke. No, it just looks like they're really scared and they're trying to farm together.
It's rough, man, as they split it
certainly
still.
is. Well, they're going to have a pipe on Alchemist, so that's good news. It'll help a little bit.
Uh-oh. Ink DotA tries to get a hold of Morphling. Morphling says, no thanks. Goes right back into the pit where he'd been scouting out for the Roche. Jumps up and casually continues farming as if nothing was a problem to begin with. So,
Yeah, and I mean, these last 2 games have really shown what happens when the other team has a Morphling and you have no answer. I mean, in both of these games, Morphling has had no answer. No silences, no hexes. It's so unbelievably hard to deal with this hero when you have no answer. It's like, I don't know.
is there an answer?
I mean, they can purchase a hex, but who's gonna buy it?
Yeah,
Like,
they're pretty poor.
they have no Orchid or Hex buyers. And on top of that, they have no natural silence hero, so it's very difficult to play against.
And they might go on mid here. Ancient Seal, but jumping on forward is Talaria. Let BKB, but can he get it off yet? Nope, the way to
my.
slam down Echo Slam gets it done. Ink DotA, though, gets redemption, taking down Way 2. Meanwhile, on the back lines, you see Shadow Demon gets bursted apart. Oh, they're not going to make it out. Batrider gets the lingering last hit in. Korok gets a godlike streak now on his Zeus as they clean out 4 all day. Only Ink DotA to
Radiant's
live on
top
the
tower is under
tale of
attack.
how... Uh-oh. Hi! Hello, we see you, Ink. And they're still
Probably
pressing in.
just
They got
more
Ravage, too. There it is. Single Ravage. Make it work, and they take him down. Sorry, that was just quick slam work from the whole team, making it a 5-for-1 follow-up, and that's enough for them to
Radiant's
call out the
middle tower is
GG.
under
It's been
attack.
Navi US's game from
Yeah,
top to
that's
bottom, and they showed true dominance. And the performance we haven't seen from this squad in really quite a while. It's been questionable as far as the commitment they have, the internal struggles, but even with the stand-ins, they didn't look too bad today. And Root Gaming normally are not just pushovers like that, but
Yep.
maybe it was more of an outdraft or what have you. But
They just put on a clinic in this mid lane. The Zeus plus the Earthshaker. I mean, 3 different heroes came to mid, and 3 different